Welcome back to my Dragon Quest XI S playthrough for the Nintendo Switch. And the last episode was pretty deep. The mermaid we were looking for, well, I should say Kai, we found him. We let Kai and the mermaid meet, and we learned that it was not that Kai after all. It was his grandfather that made the pledge to the mermaid. The mermaid walked on land, saw Kai, the actual Kai, the grandpa Kai's grave, hugged it, kissed it, decided to turn to the human, and then returned to the water, and she perished. So in this episode, we're going to follow Kai to his grandfather's cabin on Saikiki Beach and speak with him there. Kai vanished, went back to his grandpa's house in order to get something that reminded him of the mermaid. Now Jade says, wait a minute, Wally, Kai seemed pretty upset back there. I know he's not the friendliest person, but I think he probably needs some company right now. Let's check him out before we go to the village, which means that he went up here. This is just such a fun little walkway to go up. Let's see what he has inside. And afterwards, hopefully we get to return to the strand in order to get the orb that we were looking for in the first place.
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai?
Huh?
You're sure you'll find to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all, and what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle.
This story gets sadder and sadder.
All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
Yeah, dude. Boy. Man, this story has layers. So set sail for the strand to receive a special treasure of the mermaids. I wish he would have found that note before, Michelle walked into the water and freaking killed herself. It's a painting of a beautiful mermaid wearing the lover's veil. This is Grandpa's drawing, Michelle all dolled up. Kai obviously knew, remember, maybe he was in shock. That's why he didn't get to this before. I'm just going to go through your cupboards. Why he didn't get that before she decided to walk back into that water and kill herself, essentially. Again, she should have been able to read that note. I'm sorry for making you do all that stuff for me and my family, but thanks because of you, my eyes are finally open. In my heart of hearts, I think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed, but now I know the truth. He wasn't cursed. He was in love. But some may say, love is a curse. Dun dun. No, love is awesome. Let's grab this one more time. I had something in my head that I was going to say, but I can't remember it. It was about all this. The mermaids, I don't know. Oh, haha. The mermaids aren't evil after all. So I guess I lost that bet that I was wagering last time. She did not go all evil. She didn't summon serpents. None of that stuff. Michelle was awesome. That's all there is to it. Well, now we get to travel back to the strand, and hopefully the mermaids will be there giving us the third of the 6 orbs. So weird trying to just continue going after that huge story. But I love this world. I am enjoying my time here, meeting all these people, learning about their different lives. But now, like I said in the last video, if you watched it, through the power of editing, I'm gonna make it not only to my boat, but I'm gonna make it to the strand in what, 3, 2, 1, and we made it back to the strand. Oof. That was a quick journey indeed. Alright, so I got the treasure chest right there, the orb just sitting there. Yeah, we'll grab that. We'll grab that post-haste, but let's grab this over here. Sunbleach seashell. Always got to get those. This is a beautiful place, I just got to say that. Alright, is this the orb? Can we get it? Can I make it up this one little cliff? Probably my jumping works for me. And, drum roll. Lorelai's harp. So now at the bottom of the chest, Wally takes it out and begins to read. Dear friend, if you're reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. She even writes in rhymes. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel too sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I've ever had. I promised that I'd take you to the mermaid seabed town, and though I can't come with you now, the harp will take you down. You'll find a shining whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over to it and strum that harp to meet Her Majesty. Please tell the Queen I'm happy now, and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear, darling Kai. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Yours sincerely, Shell. Oh, Miss Shell. That's great. Board the salty stallion and travel to Nautica through the column of light in the center of the inland sea. Man, I thought that whole helping her out and Kai out was the quest to get it. But now there's another quest, but we have the harp for entrance. Is it marked? At least it's marked. At least it's marked. So what I'm going to do is rely on one of my items. A holy water, a sacred substance that scares off weaker monsters consumed upon use. So we're just going to put that one on so we can just get in here and get this pretty quick. That is our destination, isn't it? All the way back there? I'm pretty sure it is. But until then, there's a pillar of light on the surface of water. We're going to go down by using Lorelai's harp. Let's play it. We play the harp. And through the magic of magic, our entire ship's going to teleport. Sweet. Just what we needed, a protective air bubble protecting our entire crew and ship and everything. Okay, we're now at Nautica. Let's check out the map. Alright, there's a palace, we got everything. Head to Nautica and meet with the Queen. Hope she doesn't give us another quest. Welcome to the seabed realm, O humans from on high. It has been many centuries since the last you kind dropped by. Holy crap, their entire species speaks in rhymes. If you should miss the air above, just tell me and I'll send you. I have the power to summon bubbles, one of which I'll lend you. Well, travelers, what to say? Shall I put my plans in motion and send you and your ship back to the surface ocean? No, no. And wow, I can jump the best. I love this. I could do this for days. The rainbow glows brightly and one of the orbs must be nearby. Oh, it has that power? This orb? No. Queen has it, doesn't she? Wow. Take this in. Look at this. Beautiful. I love me this Nautica. Corals, colors, people just chilling. It's like the weekend. It's like Saturday and Sunday here every day, isn't it? I'm in awe too, Eric.
Heavens, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the weekend every day here.
You find yourself in Mermaid Town.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else. Well, now we're here, I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
Finding the orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
I'm with Jade. Michelle's her people. She needs to know about this. Alright. Let's just get there. Straight up to the palace. Talk to this dude first. In all my 10 years, I never talked to a human until today. And I never heard anyone talk like that. Mr. Angryfish, you must be the guest Queen Marina mentioned, or Marina. It's her majesty's magic that lets you breathe. Without it, you'd be goners to await you at her pearly palace of the pinnacle of prominence. The tower at the top of the hill. Got it. I can get there because I know directions. Go up, 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 and away. Not quite Superman, but, you know, we're here to stay. Hey, I rhymed. I'm just like Michelle. Where's the Queen? Where's the Queen? I'm Priestess of Sunken Spirit with no name. Okay. Oh, you're a save point. You are a save point. Just say that. No one got time for these riddles. We have to tell your queen about Shell's death. Okay, so that's the palace. What's going on here? Welcome to the palace of the queen beneath the sea. Her majesty awaits you in the throne room. The hall is high above, and we do not use stairs, but if you will permit me, I will carry you up there. Just take my hand. Alright, let's do it. Sweet hello, queen. I will bow before you if I have to.
I welcome you to Nautica. brings you, Prince of Dandrasil, down to these coral caves?
Some grave news, but I also need the orbs, please.
How do you know he's the Prince of Dundrasil?
She can read minds, Eric.
I have a second sight that
Told you.
touches every quarter, by which I keep abreast of all the news above the water.
Mind reading,
Of doom
Intel.
love between men and mermaids, let
All the
us
same.
later speak. First, allow me to present the item that you seek.
Yes.
Behold the shining sphere of green, the orb you humans need. The treasures of the world above are marvelous indeed.
Thank you, Queen Marina.
Consider this my thanks for what you did for dear Michelle. Pray take it kindly, travelers, and may it serve you well.
Thank you, Queen Marina. That's it? Awesome. Man, I always I'm waiting for another quest to be added on.
The whole sorry tale.
But we got the green orb.
Breaks my heart. The tragedy of man and mermaid doomed to live apart. But while the mermaid's burden holds, such romances are blighted, and love between man and sea maiden fizzles unrequited. For years now I have sought a way to remedy this curse. Alas, my every effort ends in failure or worse. You humans cannot help but seem a fragile kind to we, who live 500 years and more down here beneath the sea. But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. You never cease to struggle. No, you push, you strive, you fight. And so your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the world tree's will that from each other we should learn. It was the world tree's will that brought Michelle and Kai together. I pray that in their next lives they may stay that way forever. So too was it the world tree's will that brought you here today. But now, dear luminary, you must be upon your way.
Cool, thank you.
So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. And if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon.
Alright.
Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree of life, and to the tree return.
Alright, thought you said we're on our way, but you just keep on rhyming. I mean, I respect everything you're doing down here, don't get me wrong. Mermaid for each other, but we need to be on our way. A order for easing Michelle's heart following her ill-fated interspecies romance. Queen, what say you? It was not chance that brought you here, it was the world tree's will. No doubt she has some further fate in store for us too still, so set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on, and if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon. Remember though the path we walk, she's saying the exact same thing that she just told me. Humans live on land, mermaids swim in the sea, and that's why the way will always be. Still, in Queen Marina's eyes, we're all equal. Her Majesty's a magnanimous monarch, firm but fair. We could all learn a thing or two from her. And our next current objective, you'll need all 6 orbs to reach Yggdrasil. If you're not sure where to find them, ask Queen Marina. I tried, but all she's doing is rhyming. So let's ask her one more time. Pray, what brings you back to me? Do you require the counsel of the Queen beneath the sea? I sure do. I thought so. If you're happy to be led, allow me to advise you on the path that lies ahead. In the western reaches, through a shining whirlpool swirls, there lies a fine academy for graceful little girls. The master's an eccentric sort. You might think him quite mad, but if you were to visit him, I'm sure he'd make you glad. This is all the vision granted unto me did show. Go forth, my child, and find this place. The world tree will sit so. So now we need to go to a whirlpool in the west in order to find our next destination that has a lot of little girls and a creepy dude. I don't know. That's what I got from this. Let me know in the comments what you think about the events in this episode. We are now back at a little bit more positive place. I mean, the whole Shell Kai storyline, that was pretty sad. This whole mermaid interspecies humans love where they can never really be together because Kai decided to take care of that baby. This place is just so beautiful, but now we're here, we're in a beautiful place, You know, everything eventually goes back to the world tree, they said, so Michelle's in a better place, Kai's in a better place. Everything is pretty good right now, and we're going to try to save this world. We're going to continue to get the other 3 orbs, and we're going to find out and start our next adventure in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you in the next video.